Welcome to the Natural Metric Maths Made Easy YouTube channel. We still on powers. How well do you know your powers? This one I'm gonna call it episode 3, talking about the squares and the square roots. So in the previous previous videos, I asked you to memorize the multiplication table and I showed you how easy it was. So now on that multiplication table, 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16, 5 squared is 25, 6 squared is 36, 7 squared is 49, 8 squared is 64, 9 squared is 81, and 10 squared is 100. Don't go beyond 10, it's just stop there. And then now when you take the square root, now we say square root of 1, square root of 4, square root of 9 is represented by the radical sign. This, we call it a radical sign. How do I write it? See, this is a radical sign. So let me just write the radical sign. This is call this a radical sign. And then if it appears by itself like that without any numbers, it's assumed it's a square root. So we don't write the square root, don't write the 2. But normally there would be a number, so we say the sixth root of 64, or the cube root of 64. I'll come to that later. But right now, if you see a radical sign without any number there is a 2 there, which is silent. You don't even write it. So square root of 1, we say, when we call the square root, this 2, which is here, which you don't see, we say 1 to the half. And everyone knows that 1 raised to any number stays 1. It doesn't matter what number that is. 1 doesn't change because 1 is the identity of multiplication. So it stays like that. But now 4, we write now 4 as a 2 squared. So the square root of 4 is 2 squared to the half. Now, the 2 squared to the half, we have seen before that the power to the power, we multiply the exponent. So this is 2 to the 2 over 1 times 1 over 2. And the 2's cancel, and then you get a 2. So the square root of 4 is actually 2. 2 squared is 4, so the square root of 4 is 2. Similarly with the 9, 9 is 3 squared to the power of a half, because there's a 2 there, that's what it calls, so we're changing it. And then now, this is 3 to the power of 2 over 1 times 1 over 2, and the 2's cancel, and then we remain with a 3. So the square root of 9 is 3. You know, 3 squared is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. So the square root of 9 is 3. Similarly, 16 is 4 to the power of 2 to the power half, which will be equals to 4. And then the square root of 25, is 5 squared to the half, which is equals to 5. The square root of 36 is 6 squared to the half, which is equal to 6. Square root of 49 is square root of 7 squared. So square root of 7 squared is 7 squared to the half, which is equals to 7. Square root of 64 is 8 squared to the half, which is equals to 8. And then square root of 81 is also 9 squared to the half, which is equals to 9. And then square root of 100 is 10 squared to the power of a half, which is equals to 10. So we just swap the square roots and the numbers. Should be easy, should know it, should memorize it. This thing is very helpful when you simplify the exponents, which you're gonna come to in the next what you call examples. So now that you know this, square root, actually this radical sign is written as z is 2. So when I take a 64, they say the 6th root of 64. Now that's where the prime numbers come into effect now. So if you should know 64 is actually 8 times 8, it doesn't matter. So let's just say 8 times 8 to the power of 1 over 6. So we take this 6 to there. So 8 times 8 is actually 2 cubed times 2 cubed to the power of 6. And then we know this is 2 cubed, 2 to the power of 6 anyway. 8 times 8 is 64 is 2 to the power of 6 and then over 6. So this will be 2. Similarly, if you got the cube root of 64, cube root of 64 is actually 64 to the power of a third. And 64 can be written as 2 to the power 6 to the power a third. So, and then you multiply your powers, so it's 2 to the power 6 over 1 times 1 over 3, which is equals to 2 squared, which is equals to 4. So the cube root of 64 is 4. So if you go back again to the powers, when we started learning about powers, we know 4 cubed is 64. So, but it's always better to go to the prime numbers. But if you don't have to go back to the prime numbers. You can simply, if you know your powers anyway, then you can just say this 64 is actually 4 cubed to the power a third, which is equals to 4. You don't have to go all that long way. So it helps to memorize all these things. But okay, this is your exponent for you. You know these things, you'll cruise in mathematics. Thank you. Subscribe, it's free, and like also. But make sure that you share. Please, just share with, even with somebody you don't like, just share it with him, so with her.